Alrighty, we're back with top fives. We got two each.
We're doing this a lot recently, Sen.
We're back with the top fives. Yeah, we have been doing them recently. Don't know why. Look at our socials, doing pretty well. Rohan,
Anyway,
you even got two. So that's good. We're roping our mates into this.
To be fair, his opinions were very well received on the internet, so we've got to get his opinions even more so.
That is true. That is true. All right, Miguel, we'll start with you. You've got... Miguel, what are your top five Asian snacks?
Alrighty, starting in fifth, I've got the classic wasabi pea.
Yeah, they're good.
That's good.
They're
very
good. They're lovely. They're, not too heavy. They're crunchy because a lot of snacks, you want that crunch. It's got texture. And then the wasabi is a nice little kick to it. Makes it unique. That's why I've got it in
The only
fifth.
thing is, I think some people don't like that wasabi flavor. So there was a video. Liverpool are going to Japan in the preseason. So they're doing some marketing for it.
I did see Endo and Luis Diaz
And
eat some
Liverpool
wasabi
have one
peas.
Japanese player. They've been shoving him in all these marketing videos. And one of the videos where they're trying Japanese snacks, and he gets this Colombian guy to try the wasabi peas, and he's like, "Nah, too spicy. I don't like it." So it is an acquired
Polarizing.
taste.
Yeah.
It's a polarizing.
Just on the side, they've also done another video, the Japanese bloke. It was like a chopstick challenge. No, so they pitted the Japanese bloke against an Argentinian bloke and a Colombian bloke. And they're coming to beginner versus pro versus expert.
It was actually how many, in a minute, how many peanuts can you pick up with your chopsticks and put into another bowl? I'm like, that's unfair pitting the Japanese guy against two South Americans. But
We're saying wasabi peas acquired taste, but if you like it, very good.
delightful.
All right, fourth, I've got one for the hectics. I've got the Yan Yan snack. You know what this is, Ro?
Oh, I don't think I do.
So it comes in, it is in every Asian grocery. It's next to, would be next to the Pocky or the Hello Kitty. Comes in a tub. It's those sticks. You get 10 or so. And then on the side, there's a little tub of cream.
I do know. Yeah.
Thoughts?
Good. But I don't know. Is Yang Yang one? That's not chocolate, right?
They have a chocolate one.
Okay.
They have a vanilla one.
Yeah,
I think I've had both. Yes, I think I've had both or a few, and the only one I like is chocolate. I don't like the others.
I'm big on the vanilla.
Okay.
But it is an absolute delight. I put it above the Pockies of the world. I put it above the Hello Pandas of the world.
I love Yan Yan, bro. It's so good.
My only comment is the cream to stick ratio. I would love a bit more cream.
They're a bit Stinge City with the cream.
Yeah.
Because if you get the last two sticks without cream, it's a bit of an
Throw
L.
it out.
Yeah. So this is the question. Are you, because I think there's let's say 5 sticks in there, 6,
Sure.
8 sticks, whatever. Let's say there's 6 sticks in there. Are you enjoying 4 and then throwing 2 out? Or are you making the 6 work and having less cream on each?
So no, so if there's 8, let's say,
there's 8.
I'm rationing about 6, and the last 2 might be one for the hectics where there's a lot. I've rationed a bit too much, and there's a lot of cream left over.
Okay, interesting.
That to me is the enjoyable experience.
Yeah, okay.
Are you running out early?
I go in. I'm like the sticks of the crap part. I will go ham.
Can I just put your finger in the cream?
And if there's 2, 3 left at the end, and I've run out of the chocolate, toss it. Let's enjoy the ones that I eat.
Fair
Don't
enough.
ration.
Right. A third, I've got another staple. I've got mochi. Specifically the ones you can get off the shelf. They come in the boxes, and there's so many different flavors like red bean, green tea, peanut, I think, all those different types of flavors. I'm going mochi.
I don't care for mochi, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I like mochi, the ice cream, the little mochi ice cream.
That's
So to God, if you talk about Little Moons again, I'm going to
Little
slap you across the
Moons.
head.
What's a Little Moon?
That's the brand at Woolies.
Oh, okay.
I think mango and passion
the
fruit
mango.
elite.
There's a month where he wouldn't shut up about Little Moons, man.
Should sponsor me because they are incredible. But sorry, no, I'm not a big fan.
What about the little mochi you chuck in your yochi?
The rainbow mochis.
They're
that's,
nice.
Yeah, that's
They're
okay.
nice.
I don't know.
You don't
about
like the
these
off the shelves?
ones. No,
I'm a
not
big
really.
fan. I'm a big fan. All right, second place, I've got Jelly Joys. Specifically, when you chuck them in the freezer and you bite into them and they're frozen, but there's still jelly in them. So it's not just an ice block. It's delightful.
Is that how they're meant to be consumed?
It says on the packet, best consumed frozen.
Ah.
You ever try them frozen?
Nah, I've only ever had them raw.
Yeah.
I don't know how else
Do you
to
like it raw?
It's at school. Do they sell them at school? Am I
They
going
did
crazy?
from memory. Maybe primary
maybe
school.
primary
I think it was
school.
primary school.
But they weren't frozen. I've
No.
only had them room temp.
yeah,
Mate, on a hot day, they blow a super duper out of the water.
That is-
okay. Let's not be
No,
telling lies to our listeners here.
No, it does. You need to try it.
No, they're not. I mean, I'm sure they're good, but they're not super duper level.
Mate, they are.
Let's not be silly. And then number 1, Manu.
Number 1, I have the versatile seaweed snack.
Yeah.
So you get them from an Asian store in honestly a pack of like 30 or something. It's like a big boy, hard to carry. And they come in the individual like plastic tubs, whatever. You get about 10, I would say, or something. Little sheets of seaweed. Light, delightful, flavorful as well. Can't go wrong.
Are you meant to eat seaweed by itself? I thought you were meant to like put it, like wrap some, rice around it or whatever.
These ones you're meant to eat by itself because it's like prepared in a way where it's a snack, but there are other versions which, it's like the Mammy noodles. Those ones specifically are meant to eat individually, but that bloke that brought in Maggie noodles to my school, the 2-minute noodles and ate them as if they were ready to eat, brother, you can't do that. No. Same goes for others. You can't eat sushi seaweed as a snack.
I love seaweed. Big fan. I could delete
Do
packets
you like the original, just the salted ones or the flavored ones?
Nah. No time for that. Just the salted.
This might be a hot take, but I think, how you're saying each pack has like 10.
Yeah.
3 will do me. It gets like
you don't delete the whole tub in like one go.
Like as in I do, but I'm the first 3 really good, and then it gets like I'm like I have to eat it because
diminishing returns.
Yeah, it's real fast diminishing returns, but maybe
they're so light. Like you can like
I don't know. It's just
I think you just don't enjoy the flavor profile anymore.
Yeah, I think the flavor's like it's like very strong or like it's its own thing, and I get bored very quickly.
Fair enough.
But it's versatile. You can have it with rice. You can chuck it in as I said, other dishes. So it's a good versatile snack as well.
All right, we're up to you, Ro. We're gonna do a take 2 on the CAFES. Ro, give us the top 5 Sydney cafes in your opinion.
Yeah. So this is
you had a lot to say about our top 5.
I did have a lot to say.
Happyfield specifically.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the honourable mention in response to the Happyfield choice. Look, Happyfield's fine for what it is, but I don't even think it's the best McDonald's dupe in Marrickville.
There's another one.
In that very niche category.
Very niche category. Valentina's, which is just like a couple 100 meters down the road. Much better. No line, which is a huge thing. Happyfield, you're waiting an hour. And much better. And if you don't want that Macca's type, you get your different. You get the Mexican eggs and beans and stuff. It's incredible. So that's my honorable mention.
Shout out.
All right.
Number 5.
St. Jude in Redfern, Surrey border. It is, it's right on the border. It is incredible. Small, like maybe sit 20, 25. Like quite small. Great, like breakfast staples, kind of your bacon, eggs, toast, that kind of stuff. But done really well. Plus, from memory, they have like a few different sauces, like chili oil, that kind of stuff, but it's their own they make. Unreal just by itself. Like one of the best.
How's the coffee?
Very good coffee as well, which speaking of your list last time or at least some of them, talk about best cafes in Sydney, not one word, not one mention of coffee. And it's like, it's the first thing you order, isn't it? So
you can take it up with Rohan.
Do you have to line up for this place or can you reserve?
I don't know. I don't think you can reserve. Line up, I mean, yes, but not an hour. No Happyfield hour.
Happyfield hour.
Like you might have to wait a bit, but if you're patient, like you just get a coffee stand and you'll be kind of sat very quickly.
Okay.
Play on.
Number 4.
Niche. Got a niche one.
I think they're all going to be niche, brother.
Afterglow Eatery in Epping. It's real niche.
Oh, which one's that? Which one's that again?
There's in the like an apartment block on Mobbs Lane, there is a new cafe, or not new, it's been there for a while, but new owners as of maybe 12 months ago. Firstly, they have coffee from owner.
Oh, okay.
Fine. Which, as I understand, is very hard to get owner to supply your cafe. Like you have to be a decent standard or whatever. Very good coffee and incredible food. Like it just very solid. They keep changing the menu every few months, add new things, and never miss. Like just incredible and huge portions.
All hits, no misses.
All hits, no misses.
Good ratings as well on Google.
Yeah,
just quietly.
Incredible.
But are they a place where give us a Google rating, you get a free?
Nah, none of that.
So genuine reviews.
The other thing, and I remember this very specifically because it was my local for a while. I came back from Melbourne, and I was like, in Melbourne I was drinking Magics, which is kind of the classic, and the barista goes, "Oh yeah, I really want to make one. No one orders them." And then she made one, but then taught all the baristas how to make one. So I walked in and they were like, magic. And so very good customer service. Incredible.
For the people who are not that deep in the Melbourne coffee law, I mean, I know what a magic is, but explain what a magic is.
Magic is a double ristretto instead of a double espresso. Double ristretto with filled up 2/3, 3/4 the way with milk. It's like the people who order like a 3/4 flat white or 3/4 latte, but you lose the bitterness from the edges of the espresso. Just get the ristretto. Unbelievable. Just very few places do it in Sydney. I'm sure everyone does it, but it's not advertised, so people don't know.
No.
Most baristas will be able to make it.
Okay, it's a cafe in Epping. So my obvious question is it like Asian fusion or is it just...
I'm going to call it diet Asian fusion. Like, it's not fully Asian fusion. There's a few things on
Elements.
there, elements.
Halfy type vibe.
Yeah, and like they've got, but like most of the stuff is your standard. But just as like their bacon and egg roll has a whole pig in it. Like it's that much. They're not stingy.
Sorry,
You know?
trotters and all.
No, they're like, there's like 14 slices of bacon in it. Like
Jesus.
it is incredible, but it's somehow
Not halal then.
Not halal.
Okay.
It's not halal.
Number 3.
Number 3, I'm going with Primary.
Okay.
Primary is kind of a bit cheating because it's predominantly coffee, but they have pastries and stuff, which I think are enough because it's a great vibe inside. Coffee is elite, up their top handful in Sydney, and they get pastries from various places and kind of the best of what these different places do, which is really good. So
like what? AP Bakery?
I don't think AP, but like
Loon?
not Loon.
Burke Street?
I think they did for a while. I don't remember now. Now you're putting me on the spot. But like I don't know for a fact like their croissants are from a different place than their cookies. So like they don't just get it from one place. They will
Butterboy.
Maybe they did Butterboy, but
Where is this place? You didn't say.
in Potts Point. Sorry,
Potts
In
Point, okay.
Yeah. And
Is it
really
a
nice outdoor,
sit
indoor
down?
seating.
Okay,
They've got both. So it's as in you can get takeaway. There's always a line. Doesn't matter what time of day you go. On a weekday even. Go at 11 a.m., work from home day, get a quick coffee, line. I'm like, what are you people doing? But I'm there. So outdoor seating, always packed on a nice day. And then inside they've got like a fair bit of seating, which is really nice.
Number 2.
Number 2, my favorite, if I'm just craving, as I said, breakfast staples, I just want a very good, like big breakfast. I want a very good bacon and egg roll. Like standard, nothing crazy.
I'm interested.
Yep. Dad and the Frog in Surrey Hills.
Sorry?
It's called Dad and the Frog in Surrey Hills. It's 2 guys who
Is it a
run
dad and
Which one's the frog?
Yeah, unfortunately, no frog. 2 guys who run it, and one of them I'm fairly sure is always cooking. Never have I had a bad experience there. There's indoor, very little indoor, majority outdoor, but it's in like the seating's in this quiet lane. Weird, like in the sense of there's houses right near you, but it's just this really cool, solid cafe. Never had a bad experience, as I said. If someone's like, let's get breakfast, and they want kind of basic things, they don't want to go too crazy, that is the go-to.
So they do the basic stuff very well.
The best.
Okay.
Not very well, the best.
Really?
It's a big claim.
Do they have any like signature items or like any wild things, or it's literally just like what you would expect at a brunch, but they do it amazingly?
Exactly that. Number 1, which was a huge miss from the previous list, is Pina, and Room 10. They're kind of cheating because they're technically 2, but they're right opposite each other and owned by the same people. One downside, long line. Like I've waited 90 minutes for a table there.
Okay, you had to go at Happy Fields and their hour-long wait, and now you're giving us a place that's 90 minutes.
But that's because there's no alternative. Happy Field, there's the alternative. Pina, you cannot beat. The coffee is really good. I don't drink matcha. I'm not a big matcha person.
You know,
no, I don't drink matcha. But there's the strawberry matcha, which I'm told is incredible.
I think my missus has gotten that. She said very good things.
The food there. So if talking about highlights, they do. Well, firstly, their chili scrambled eggs. They do sell their own chili oil. It's not
Lao Gan Ma. It ain't Lao Gan Ma.
it's not Lao Gan Ma. It's this weird like sweet-ish chili oil. It's very unique. Really good. And they do a special, like constantly changing. They did a steak and eggs one. They did a Turkish breakfast, like sausage and eggs. Really good. And also, so I don't drink, so coffee's good. I don't drink matcha, so I don't go down that path. But I remember when I was there with my partner, she ordered a strawberry matcha and the person serving was like, well, you need to get something like a cold drink because that was after we had already had coffee and eaten. And I go, I don't drink matcha. I don't really want another coffee. He goes, oh, we make a homemade strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk.
Strawberry.
So I got a homemade strawberry milk in a mason jar. It's like thick strawberries. I think it's the same they use for the strawberry matcha. But with milk, just milk, paid $9 for it. But incredible.
Really?
Better than Oak?
10 times better than Oak.
Big M?
Better than Big M, better than Farmers, whatever, Dairy Farmers, better than Farmers Union, better than all of them. The best strawberry milk I've had. Yeah.
Oh, so now I want to try.
So you're saying the best cafe in Sydney is Pina?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Right, and moving on to you, Senny. Give me your top 5 most useless degrees.
All right, number 5, I've got medical science straight off the bat. Like, unless you're using that to then, go do your GAMSAT and try and get into proper medicine, and actually get an actual job, there's actually no need for medical science. Have you ever seen on
I've never heard of a person that has not used MedSci as a gateway to medicine.
But then obviously there's people who unfortunately don't make that, jump to medicine. So what do? Anyone hear from those people that did MedSci?
I have no idea.
Does anyone know what a MedSci degree gets you? Like, what jobs can I get with a MedSci degree?
I don't know what MedSci is.
Exactly. So number 5, MedSci. Number 4, I got all the languages combined. So if you had a Bachelor of Spanish, Bachelor of French, even a Bachelor of English, why? Duolingo does the exact same thing and you'll save yourself 40 grand.
Yeah.
I can't disagree. I didn't know they had degrees for...
Yeah. You can get a Bachelor of Languages. Right. I can, right? You can, right?
I think, or you get a Bachelor of Arts and major in the language at least. That I know is a thing.
That seems like a waste of money.
Well, again, tell me, what jobs can you get with like, if you want to be like a school teacher and teach those languages, I still don't think you need a Bachelor of whatever language
The
that is.
only thing I'll say is there are some jobs where I think you need the formal accreditation. Which
but you can get accreditation
about the job. But like, I know people who've learned Arabic specifically at uni and then they get into like intelligence and stuff, which is
what are you trying to say?
Yeah, problematic, but like
why Arabic, bro?
No, I don't know. But they get into like government and that kind of stuff and like diplomatic things.
But
I don't actually know what any of those people do, but apparently you need the degree.
I feel like you can get accreditation for these languages, like you can get official certificates and stuff. Whether you need a whole ass degree for it, that's where it begs the question.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Number 3, a Bachelor of Communication. Like, what do you like? I looked it up. It's to get into like radio and stuff.
Got to communicate, mate.
Mate, you don't need a degree for that. Can you talk? Can you press a button that says, play Taylor Swift?
Maybe though, if Marty Sheargold got his Bachelor of Communications, wouldn't have made his little
said
misstep.
those things.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know why you need a Bachelor of Communications. It makes no sense to me. Number 2, Bachelor of Philosophy. What is this? Is this ancient Greece? Ancient Rome? We don't need philosophers anymore.
You don't want to
pick
spend
up a
4
shovel
years
and dig a hole, brother.
You don't want 4 years studying Plato and Socrates and all them lot.
Nah, we've done enough thinking, bro. We're in the era of doing.
We need doing.
Dig, baby, dig.
Dig, baby, dig. Coming from the guy who sits at a desk 5 days a week.
On bloody Microsoft Excel.
Mate, we have a massive manual labor shortage, all right? So I need blokes to get out there, put the Aristotle away, and pick up a digger, brother. Pick up a spanner.
Do you want to do it?
Nah, not me. I mean the newer generation.
Yeah, people.
And finally, number 1.
The most useless degree, Sen. What is it?
The most useless degree is a Bachelor of Creative Arts. Isn't the whole point of art it's meant to be counterculture? You're meant to be out there, learning about the world and, you're meant to express yourself. Why would you be in a uni lecture hall or in a study hall learning, books and stuff? You need to be out there expressing yourself. What part of creativity comes from?
You got to learn the history, the fundamentals, all of this and all of that to then put your own spin on the arts. And
man, how many great artists went to uni? Tell me that. You reckon, the Beatles? You reckon Leonardo da Vinci went to uni? Fact check that. He actually might have. I have no idea.
It seems like the type, but I can't give you that.
You reckon Michelangelo went to a uni? You reckon they had uni back then?
No,
Nah, man. These great artists, they just did it, man. Again, pick up a shovel, brother. It's the same theory. Pick up an easel and a paintbrush.
Fair enough, Sen. Fair enough.
All right, Migs, you have top 5 work perks.
Alrighty, in 5th, I'm going with the free barista coffees. You're in the office, your office has a floor, there's a barista dedicated to your company and they can give you unlimited free coffees. I'm putting that in 5th.
5th.
I have another hot take with this. Do we think that office baristas are going to be the good baristas? Or are they getting...
I think they're going to be good, not great.
I don't even think they're good. I think they're the ones who...
The trainees.
Yeah. I think that the good baristas are at the specialty coffee shops.
Correct.
The great ones. The good ones are at all the other coffee shops. And you're getting the rejects who couldn't make it in the real world.
Honestly, I agree with that. But the fact it's free.
It is free. It is free.
That's why I think 5th is a bit harsh.
Now, my thing is coffees aren't as universal as it might be. You know, maybe for you guys, you love your coffees, you're loving this perk.
They don't do coffee only. They do matcha. And they do, they'll do chais, they'll do.
No, but it's all instant ones. It's not real matcha, brother. It's not real chai potentially.
Going back to you're getting the rejects. You're getting the reject supply. You're getting the reject baristas.
But if you want a quick hit for free, it's pretty good.
Look, barista coffee is the top of like the nice things, the nice to have things. But
Yeah,
the actual impact on my life is quite low.
Fair.
That's why I have it in at 5th. At 4th, I have permanent work from home. I realize now I'm talking to 2 big office people, and this is not going to. I wish Ray was here to back me up. But if you have a permanent work from home where you don't have any pressure to go into the office, you're living life. Of course, you can go to the office. Of course, you have an office. People go into the office. If you want to go in, you go in. But the flexibility of being permanent work from home is lovely. And now I'm going to hear big office tell me about the productivity of, synchronized work together. You get together and all this malarkey. Go on.
I'm a big office guy.
Absolutely.
I do 4 days in. Shout out, and it's delightful. I love it. You come in, you get to meet you get to hang out with other people. You get to collaborate.
So wait, how many days a week you said?
4 days in the office.
Part-time work. 5 days in the office. Work from home is an exception. Get in the office, do the job you got paid for.
First of all, you work around the corner, so it's not that bad of a thing for you.
Mate.
I don't get.
Mate, I have the metro, baby.
You stand
metro straight
do
to
you
my
stand on the metro?
Oh, I sit.
there you go.
Mate,
You
I'm
get a
on the
seat.
second stop on the metro on the way in. So
I don't even get
it. Guaranteed seat.
I'm not getting a seat on the metro. That's the most annoying part, bro. By the time I get to the office, my legs are tired.
Mate,
my back hurts.
I've almost mastered the art of sleeping on the metro to know exactly when to get off at my stop. It's delightful.
I can see the benefit of work from home. Not for me, but I can imagine if you've got family, like kids or something, I can see. But coming from someone your age, Miguel, I cannot understand.
Work from home is a privilege, and I feel like people are taking advantage of the generosity of these great companies who are giving you this privilege, and you're spitting in their face by taking the piss.
And this segment is sponsored by Dexus Property Management. Sorry, I think you have to say
Charter
that legally.
Hall.
Yeah, Charter Hall.
Oh
Dexus, my God. Number 3 now.
All right, in at number 3, I have a company car.
Yeah.
So if your company's giving you a car that you can use for whatever purposes you'd like for the entirety of your time at that company, that is an unbelievable perk.
Yeah.
Because typically they'll pay for petrol potentially, but they'll definitely pay for rego, maintenance, all this and all that. Those costs add up significantly.
Yeah, I mean, cars are expensive these days. Petrol, rego, insurance. If all of that is covered, you're saving tens of $1,000s a year easily.
No questions about this one.
This is. I'm actually surprised this isn't higher up. 3 seems low.
But I don't hear about it that often anymore. Yeah, I think it used to be a thing, very common that people would get company cars. But I think it's just not no one ever says, oh yeah, got a new job, they're going to give me a car.
I feel like it might be I feel like salespeople surely would get, if you have to go around driving to clients or potential clients and pitch, surely a car makes sense. But us office workers, we're never going to get a company car.
They don't even have a spot to park it in, mate.
Yeah, we have friends who do jobs that require them to drive and stuff.
Yeah.
They get told to use their own car and then they claim
they get
cents
reimbursed
back or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just not common. Yeah, it's dying. Yeah.
It's a shame.
All right, in at number 2, I have free private healthcare. Now, I've put this above the free car because private healthcare is for absolutely everyone.
Yeah.
Car, most people drive, not everyone drives.
Yeah.
Private health, mate, especially companies, they get you the top tier package.
True.
Man, that's a big weight off your shoulders. You can do whatever you want, really, and you're going to get covered.
And I think a lot of these American ones as well, American companies, when they give you private health, it covers not only yourself, but your spouse or your partner or whatever. So it's 2 for 1.
Back then, I was living off my dad's free private health from work. I was getting all sorts, mate.
Oh, so even your family, like your kids.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cracker
I'm a
deal.
dependent, mate, under the taxation laws.
Yeah. At least that's what you're
F on
claiming.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm claiming F, mate.
Nah, that's a huge one, especially because, as you say, you get the best package. They give you all the extras. The dream.
I don't need Kyra, but I like
Yeah.
to have the
Yeah,
cover for it.
Yeah.
Remedial massage. I don't know what remedial
What is
means,
remedial
but I'll
massage?
take it,
Someone
mate.
tell me what. Ron, you seem like the type to get
a
remedial massage.
No, I have no idea. I think I have $200 or something under my current.
So
private
do
health.
I. I've
never used
never
it.
used it.
You
I've
reckon
never used it.
the local Thai Rub and Tug accepts your $200?
Absolutely not. And I actually looked at it and I was like, should I get not the time? I was like, should I get it from one of those like a City Cave or one of the wellness kind of
Yeah.
places? But an actual official remedial massage, it's like $150 for 45 minutes. And I was
Jesus.
like, I'm not dealing
fuck
with
that.
that. Yeah.
All right. Number one, the best work perk for me is a 4-day work week. So you can work Monday to Thursday, let's say, and now you can plan a 3-day weekend.
That is true. It's flexibility.
The weekends aren't long enough, I feel. By Sunday night, if I've done a lot of things on the weekend, I'm tired by Monday. By extra day, I can feel a bit more refreshed.
Can I say though, I know
Here we
one
go,
person
big
who's
office.
working 4 days, like as their company is trialing 4 days a week, or maybe it's 9 days a fortnight, but the same kind of thing. They end up, like, let's say you're doing 4 days a week and you average, I'd say 8 hours a day. It just means Monday through Thursday is 2 hours extra. Like, because especially maybe it's because they're in a client service. Like if you're in client services, if your clients are working the Friday, you have to either be online the Friday anyway, or just essentially make up the hours some other way. Like it's not actually
Roster on another schmuck on the 5th day. That's the whole point, no? You cover different days.
No,
But I feel like even then you still need to be contactable, I
Yeah.
feel. Especially if a client needs you.
yeah, I think it's a great idea in theory, but until the whole world, like right now, generally you're pretty clear on the weekends because the whole world is accepted, or
Yeah.
Australia is accepted that Saturday, Sunday are free. Like until everyone does it, it's not going to work.
There's gonna be friction.
Let's say you're not getting pestered on the Friday. You know, you don't have to-
ideal.
yeah, it's delightful.
it opens up a whole world of things, I feel. 3 days, 3 whole days. Wow.
And if you
Class.
take the Monday off as well, that's a cheeky 4-day weekend.
I think that people will not be taking the Monday off.
Rohan, you're up next, and give us your top 5 most underrated drink spots in the city.
All right. Number 5, probably some people know about it. I think it's relatively empty a lot of times. 30 Knots, which is wild that I'm saying a Maryvale establishment
Maryvale.
is underrated.
Don't know about that, Chief.
But I think people go to the Grand, I think it's called the Grand or Strand Hotel, whatever, one of them underneath. People don't go upstairs to 30 Knots. And the only reason I say it is the happy hour is 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. And it's like relatively cheap drinks, but more importantly, all their snack food is heavily discounted, like calamari, chips, all that kind of stuff that you would eat. Like just pick out, you don't want to have dinner, but you're like, I'm having a few beers, I need something to eat. That's the kind of the best thing about 30 Knots.
Play on.
Number 4 is Metro St. James. Real niche again. It's attached to St. James Station.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's in kind of
No
Hyde
way.
Park. Yeah, no.
So like a concourse bar sort of vibes?
Not a concourse bar sort of vibes. Not at all. Don't even know what concourse bar is about. No, Metro St. James is like this little beer garden.
I have seen it. Yeah.
It's right in Hyde Park.
Yep.
They've kind of got this like white picket fence kind of thing around.
Mm-hmm.
Food, slightly expensive, but drinks are relatively okay price. But it's great in summer because you get, firstly, it's not packed. You always get a table and you're just sitting outside in the park. No cars really driving past. Like very unique for the city.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, Hyde Park, slightly away, but not too.
It's an easy one to miss. Like I walked past it the other day and I'm like, what the hell is this? Because I saw like people just sitting outside having drinks and I'm like, I've never seen this spot before in my life. I thought people maybe BYO'd stuff.
No.
And then I looked and I saw it was like a venue of some sort.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And their beers, they do, I don't know if like I don't think they brew it, or maybe they brew it there itself, but they brew it somewhere. It's their own brand.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're all pretty good and they change pretty frequently.
All right. Pretty
Play
good.
on.
Number 3, the CTA. So this is one of those, if you know, you know.
Call to action.
I think it stands for Commercial Travelers Association.
Of
It
course.
is, if you've ever been in Martin Place near like Messina and all of that,
Yeah.
that big mushroom looking thing, it's underground. So you have no reception is a problem. They make you sign in and sign up to be a member or something. Once you go in, I think it's $12 jugs of beer and there's no hour thing all the time. It's firstly, it's a time warp. It's like you're back in the 1930s, I imagine, 50s. I have no idea. The carpet, it's red carpet on the floor, on the ceiling, and on the walls.
What?
It's just this old crappy carpet, but you go in, you get real cheap alcohol. But then the other thing is if you get a group of like, let's say 20 of you, like if you're like, oh, this is a big work thing, you go there, they'll give you their like a room, which is essentially a conference, it used to be a conference room. They say, bring your speakers, bring your own food. We don't care. It's just a place to get cheap beers, do whatever you want. It's great.
So is it actually a pub or a bar? What is it?
I think it's like a pub, but I think at some point it was like a old people, like I guess
the Australia
Commercial
Club.
Travelers Association.
Right.
People would come for work and you could stay. There's a hotel, or used to be a hotel up top
In the mushroom.
in the mushroom.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't know if those rooms are still like a thing, but people used to come by, drop by. Yeah, it's like old school, very cheap, not like fancy. You'll think that I'm crazy when you get there, but very cheap, very good.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2 is Fix Wine Bar, which is on Elizabeth Street, kind of halfway down near the David Jones in the city. I think people don't know about this place, and it's, again, slightly out of the way. Like you're kind of getting out of this, or you're in town hall, but kind of getting out of the corporate hub. But wine bar, incredible happy hour as well, both for food and drinks. It's $7 beers, $9 glasses of wine during happy hour, but they also have substantive food. Like if you want to have dinner there, you can have dinner there. Like a cheeseburger, $19. I think they even have steak frites on their happy hour.
Oh.
Like it's really good food. And the staff there are incredible, very knowledgeable about wine. It's great experience. And there's outdoor and indoor seating.
I'd hope so at a wine bar that they were knowledgeable about wine.
But yeah, outdoor. The only downside is it can get a bit loud because of traffic.
Yeah.
And if you're sitting outside, but it's also undercover the outdoor seating. So that's good. It's weatherproof. Fix
Okay.
Wine bar. The last one, and I'm going to get in trouble for saying
So
this.
number 1.
Yeah. Number 1, I'm going to get in trouble for saying this because this is my partner's recommendation. She has told a few people who have stole it and then say it as their recommendation, which is exactly what I'm doing right now.
So your
My number one is Disco Pantera and Tigra, which is
I didn't understand any word you just said then.
So Disco Pantera and Tigra, they're 2 bars. Tigra's downstairs, Disco Pantera's upstairs. It's on, I think, Bridge Street. It's near Circular Quay. I forget It's kind of near the opposite the AMP building.
Okay.
Down that side of town. It's very easy to miss.
Oh, like near Grana.
Near Grana, just
Okay.
before Grana.
Okay.
It's very easy to miss because it's kind of like one small door and there's a sign there, but you kind of just ignore it. Incredible happy hour. But the best part of it is they do cocktails, wines, beers, like anything you want. Really like kind of interesting food. Anchovy toast seems to be very popular.
Right.
But the best part is you walk in and you think, oh, this place looks really cool. There's no chance we're getting a seat. And for some weird reason, that place has just not got the number of people that everywhere else in the city does. So
Are you invested in this place?
I am not invested in this
Okay.
place.
Is your partner invested in it?
No, but if I can get a partnership, I'm not
Not complaining.
not complaining. But I think worth looking at. I'll be very upset if now I don't get a table because people are going there. But Disco Pantera and Tigra.
Right, last one for today. Seti, what are your top 5 Sydney charcoal chicken places?
Number 5, we got the staple, El Jana. Can't
Fifth.
go wrong. Yeah, I mean, they've slipped a bit. They're now mass produced, going down the private equity course, apparently.
Yeah.
So they're now in Melbourne as well. So the standards have slipped, but they're still pretty good. Can't complain.
And you got to get them on the list because they're the pioneers in this space.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. You
Pay
got
some
to show
respect.
respect. You got to show respect.
Number 4, Sen.
Number 4, I got Henrietta's. It's like El Jana's, but better. They're in Surrey Hills.
Yeah.
They're in Surrey Hills. They do exactly what El Jana does, but honestly, it's a tier above it. It's class. I really can't complain. I've had the wraps there, I had the chook there, I've had the chips. The garlic sauce, I would say El Jana's is still better, but it's just clean. I can't really complain.
Yeah, that's the best part of Henrietta's. It's like you don't feel crap after eating it, despite it being charcoal chicken and garlic sauce and chips and stuff.
Number 3, I've got Silver's in Petersham.
Ooh, I'm a big
Great
fan.
What do you guys like about it?
I think, one, it's like an old family-owned business, and chook is incredibly juicy. It's Portuguese-style chicken, so it's got its own flavor. It's not just the charcoal. Incredible. Actually hard to get a table sometimes, but you can get takeaway, and it is just so good.
Do the chips well, the sides well. I got pork belly from there one time. Even they do that amazingly. It's cracker.
All right. Number 2, I've got Hawa chicken. So the enemy of El Jana, if you will.
The classic battle of the Granville chickens.
Correct. The El Clasico. And for me, Hawa comes out on top. I think just their chook alone is just so juicy.
Yeah, I've never tried it, but that's all I've heard. The chicken at Hawa blows at El Jana at the park. Is that true?
El Jana, often the complaint is the chook is too dry. Hawa chicken, without fail, every time I've gone, has been so juicy and tender, and it's beautiful.
And the garlic sauce is pretty much the same as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And Hawa, you can get a seat. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
El Jana in Granville, tiny little shop, hard to get a seat. Hawa, easy.
Always gotten a seat there. No issues there. Number 1, of course, it's Frango's. It's always got to be Frango's. I mean, what more can we say? Frango's is the GOAT. There's one. They opened one up on Clarence Street in the city, and I have gone way too often. I've just introduced new people at work to Frango's, and they have agreed it with me that it's the best chicken in Sydney.
Are you a half chicken man or the burger?
So I used to be a big burger man. Me and Manu, first year uni, first year uni, or maybe it was the second year. I can't remember. But there was one semester in uni where me and Manu went every Tuesday afternoon. We got and I smashed the half burger and chips. Back then it was $12.50, including the sauce on the chips. Now they charge for it. Hurts, but I still pay for it. $12.50, and I swore by the burger. Now I've come around. I'm a half chook man through and through.
There's a lot of complaints about the bread being too bready, the cheese not tasting like actual cheese.
Sometimes you just want to just sit there and just, munch on the bones, man, that they give you. It's something primal about it, just getting the sauce all over your hands and just knowing that you got to go back to work with the belly full of chook. Honestly, nothing gets better than that. So for me, Frango's, without a doubt, number 1.
Interesting list, Sandy. I think Frango's number 1 is a controversial pick, but we'll see what the people have to say.